was a lot of mixed reviews recently on this whole situation that Beyonce had when she was portraying Pam Anderson in a new video or whatever it was that she just did recently that was portraying Baywatch. And I guess she had some country music she was doing over it. And she's looking like Pam Anderson. And a lot of people are accusing her of trying to whitewash and everything else. I will say Beyonce's skin color has gotten a lot lighter over the last years because her daughter and her sister ain't as light as she is. And one thing I will say is it kind of is a bad look because Beyonce is somebody who a lot of women look at as, especially black women, when they look at as the standard as far as the looks, the long straight hair that over the years Beyonce, when she came in with the micros, then she had the long straight hair and then this and that. So a lot of the style comes from what she comes from. And I don't want young girls out here thinking that, okay, I need to lighten my skin and all this other stuff like Beyonce did recently, allegedly. Because that's what it looked like. You look like Pam Anderson. You trying to look like Pam Anderson? Why are you trying to look like... Bro, we got people almost 50 years old trying to look like another person. Then you trying to look like a white woman. I don't understand that. I'm just talking about as far as on the optics. I ain't talking about as far as... she grown. She can do whatever she want. I'm just talking about as far as how the girls are looking at it on the outside. It's like... I don't even know the reason to even do a Baywatch Pam Anderson situation in a country music song. And then you portraying somebody who's less famous than you. Not saying that she should be looking down on Pam Anderson. You might as well just mimic one of these little rappers out here then. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like Pam Anderson ain't somebody where you should be like, oh man, I should just portray her. Even if you did watch Baywatch. So a lot of people kind of looking at that like, that ain't a good look. And it seems like things is all over the place right now. Got a country music album, but when you're dropping it and has a Baywatch scene and you kind of looking white in it, because Beyonce's skin has always got lighter over the years and everything else, but this is looking white. I've never seen majority of the people say, hey man, you look white, man. You look white. And I'm looking at myself, I'm like, could be makeup. Then I'm like, nah, can't be no makeup like that, bro. You looking way lighter. And that's not really an issue. More of the issue is, why are you portraying people that's less famous than you? Beyonce is at a level now where she could have been, in that video, whatever, she could have been doing something where she was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, and still had a country. More times when you do country music or videos, it's not mimicking a movie from the 90s or a TV show. It's usually mimicking or portraying life and real life issues and things like that. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think whoever made the video for her, director, and everybody whose idea it was, creative directors, producers, I think they dropped the ball on this one. They really dropped the ball because over the years, she's had some great videos and iconic videos, but I don't think this is one that's memorable. And the song sounds decent, so they could have at least put something else better together. But I don't think it's solely on Beyonce because most of the time she's just showing up to a set and getting some stuff done. But a lot of people saying, well, the industry is trying to do this and she's whitewashing and everything else. First of all, she has a team, a cast. Like most of the people that she worked with is white. That's in control of everything. So a lot of fans are trying to make it seem like she's doing this on purpose. What if a white person did it? They do it all the time. Matter of fact, Robert Downey Jr. should have never jumped into an Iron Man suit after painting his face like he was black. And everybody else was like, well, he did a good job. So I don't really want to hear about all that. what she trying to do and everything else. I'm just talking about what happened and what she did and how it turned out. And I would have said no bueno and walked away from it. But I'm not her. If I was her, I would have definitely tried to do a little different things. Because in single ladies, it looked like her skin was white, but it was also like the lighting and different discoloration going on. So a lot of people ain't make a fool about all that situation. But I think more so people probably mad about the country music thing. But I just had to speak on it because you'll have other people who's not familiar with the culture, hip hop, rap, music, R&B. You just got a whole bunch of country fans who are so mad she's doing country music like their own country. So that's the reason for the backlash. But if I was her, I would just do my own thing, stick to my brand, and not try to prop some other woman up who probably doesn't even associate with that type of crowd or in general probably doesn't even like that kind of movement. So I would that's my advice. Because usually over the years I've seen that, yeah, these industry women, they get along at certain points, but they're not really hanging out like that and getting along together. We've learned that over the years, over these backstories and a lot of other things, especially when it came to the situation we had earlier this year with Oprah and Taraji P. Henson. You learned a lot about celebrity women relationships and how if they get along or they don't, or if they're just working together. And it seems like, for some reason, because I've been saying it lately about the whole Baywatch thing, it seems like they just pushing that way too hard. Like they just want people to know how great Baywatch was. Like, bro, y'all doing movies and documentaries and remakes and blah blah blah. Like it's time to let that go.